I love this dog more than I love anything in this lifetime. This dog. Where is he? This dog. My doggy. Sometimes I get into the music and I think of Vito. And I just can't stop thinking about him. My Fratello, my grocery produce, cold cut man. What's going down, Gigi? Let's wait till some people get in here. Where's Stiggs? I got some news for Stiggies. Where's Tomanucci? Gianni, I'm deliriously tired. So if I say anything, wrench me. Hang on. You remember, Gianni, Nana used to go like this. Sitati. Sitati. Skazazit. Tindo. Oh. Some good topics. You know what? I'm glad my boy's intervening today. I think I was going to go hog wild today. No. Gianni, will that show on the screen? They won't show on the screen. The zipper? Oh, that's the best. That's the best. All right, I got to laugh. Please make me laugh. Everybody make me laugh today. Oh, Gianni, some of these shows, Gianni, Angora with these shows. I watched one last night, Gianni. I was seething at 3:30 in the morning. That's why I couldn't sleep and unwind. What's this YouTube done to us? What has this YouTube done to us? Oh, there's things I can't ignore, Gianni. I can't ignore these things. I'm not one of them content creators. Gigi, did you see this? No. No, I didn't see nothing. No, I didn't hear nothing. No. I'm God. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. No, what are you talking about? Yeah, okay. When every feed and the whole thing comes through my yard, I see everything. Okay. I want to learn everything. I want to see everything. I want to hear everything. I want to be everything. Who else is popping in here? I'm having a ball with just chilling. What's going down, brother? Nitro Ray Owens. How are you, Dolly? Thank you for coming in today. We're just getting started. Well, Gianni, that's the whole thing, bro. I know, but it's just like some of these things you can't ignore. Just look at my community page. Dean, really? You know what? Dean, what are we doing? I know. And I'll explain that later. I'll tell you. Ignore. And that was my biggest word. I was going to get ignore tattooed on my neck. You know what? But when the pink elephant's flying around the room, like going around your head, you know, pissing and hitting his tusk on you, how do you ignore it? Yeah, Nitro, you weren't around for a while. I didn't see you for a while. I think that was the same Nitro. Yeah, so I was seething. I was seething. Just, you know what? Just leave the families and the kids out of all this. Just 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 have fun, entertain ourselves. Make videos of our friends, of yourself. Do videos of things you like, entertainment. I don't know. I don't know. Now, one of them had one video of anything on there. And Kathleen, the pink elephants are everywhere, Gianni. The pink elephant. Do 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 do. Barnum and Bailey's Circus live with Dean Do. Do 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 do. Are you kidding me? I just need that the Batani holes, the ringleader. Okay, Nitro. Yeah, that's you. Right, right, right. And nowadays, with these fake avatar, and this and that, there was a fake BK Shalon in Tommy Stig's chat last night. I was like, look at this. Oh, it was delirious. At first, I knew right off the bat it wasn't even him. No, look at this. That's all I have to do is mention his name, and he appears. I love it. Tamanuch, what's going down? I got some great news for you. Yeah, great news for you and me. I make it sound like we hit the lottery or something like that. I mean, we're gonna hit the lottery soon, Tommy. We're getting there. We're getting there. You know what, Nitro? You're absolutely right, honey. I've been exploring other communities because I had to. They're all the same. They're all no good. Some of these people. You're right. You hit the nail right on the head for Thindu today. You are so right, helping me there. They're everywhere. And you know what? I don't want to. I forgot to say this last show. I made a comment. I want to show everybody. I want to show all of my hyenas the avatar and the name of this guy. And hang on, let me finish. And I made a beautiful comment to the content creator. Not even 10 minutes later, I get the biggest racist remark in the world. So I said to myself, Tindu, I love using the word seething. I said, don't even give this bastard a breath of air. Don't even go look what nothing. And I didn't. I looked at just, yeah, I said, you know what? And it was an Italian racist remark to boot. But I didn't do nothing, Stiggs. I didn't do nothing. I didn't even say anything back. And actually, that was the second sarcastic remark I got from that content creator's comments. But I know the jungle I'm in, so I'm not going to say nothing. How are you this afternoon?
I'm all right. I'm all right. That was directly to you, those negative comments?
Yeah. You know, they replied under my comment.
Just
It's all
ignore
right.
it. Just ignore it.
I know, Stiggs. It's not even, it's another community to boot. So
The one that ignores it is the one that wins.
that wins.
That burns their ass up, and that's a good thing, right? So
How's Ma doing? How's everything going there?
everything's good. She's in good shape, doing well. Thank you. I
Okay,
don't know how to
good.
flip this camera. I wish I could flip this camera. I don't know how to do it, but I'm approaching the Manhattan skyline. I thought you would like to see it. Oh well.
Go ahead. In about a little while, I'll have me, you, and BK Skip on the
Uh,
screen. We'll drive the
I'm
cars
just
like
about
this.
getting home, so I'm probably going to log off. But I
Yeah.
wanted you to see the Manhattan skyline, but I don't know how to flip the camera.
Do the flip on the screen, the button on the screen. No?
I don't see it. Settings,
It's
maybe?
settings, and then it's that round thing. It'll say flip, or rotate camera, it'll say, I think.
Settings, camera, front facing camera. No, back. Let me see. What is this?
Try it. Hello, lead singer. Welcome in today. I haven't seen you before. Welcome to Tino and Vito the Pitbulls, lead singer.
Can you
Everybody
see?
say hi. There it is, Stiggs. There it is.
I'm gonna stay on for a minute so you
Go
get to
ahead.
see so you see the skyline. You should be able to see the skyline in the distance in about after I get through this guy over here. Forget about it.
Here, hang on
This
a
is
second.
this
Let me
what?
go. Let me go full screen. Let me get you
This,
full.
yeah, but now I lost your voice. Can't hear me.
Okay, I tried it. I didn't put you on mute, did I?
I don't know if you could hear me.
I got you. I got you. I'm sorry. I had you on mute.
I was talking. So what is it now? Full screen?
No, I could put you on full screen, but you can't hear me.
But this is okay, right?
Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, leave it. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse. I don't know. I can't zoom in, so I don't know what kind of view you're gonna get. I figured let me just drop on and get you a quick view of Manhattan. So Skip is usually on that other side of the river, and I'm on this side of the river.
Hey, can you hear me now, Stiggs?
Yes, yes.
All right, I'll stay like this so everybody can see it. If you could hear, I fixed it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Keep going.
All right, so look at that traffic coming out of Manhattan right on the left.
No, no, thank you. No, look at this.
That's what happens leaving. This is North Jersey. Now going eastbound, it's not so bad going towards the city. Coming out of the city area, all the way down, it starts. It's crazy. Look at that.
Wow.
And that's just, it'll start bottling up here, and it can go all the way back down to Secaucus and by Manhattan. It's freaking nuts, North Jersey. But you see, my side is clear, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
So you're gonna get a quick glimpse in about a minute, just for a quick second, and then my exit, you'll see it. I just wanted to jump on for a quick minute and do this with
Yeah,
you.
I wanted to tell you some good news. I looked at the watch hours.
Yes?
Are you ready?
Go ahead, cuz.
14,000
Wow.
watch hours I have, Sticks.
On. That's beautiful.
I couldn't believe it
Look,
when I checked it. And look,
can you see the skyline or no?
yeah,
Look at that.
that is
Can you make
very
that
nice.
out? Is it too far?
I can. No, I can. Because I know what I'm looking at and everything. But it is far away. But you could see it.
That's the Manhattan
But
skyline.
I don't have the best screen over here. It's
It's a
so
ve-
filthy.
This is a very heavy merge over here. It actually should be a stop sign.
Oh, I could imagine.
All right, still with me?
Yeah, well, we could hear you.
Gonna get a quick another glimpse of the skyline, and I'm gonna exit, and I'm gonna show you one more view, and then I'm out. I'll be pulling into my place. So I get these
Okay.
views every day. These are my views every day, basically. It's so when I'm driving to work and I have that music on, this is what's in my rear view mirror. You can't see it till I get over this hill, but
Okay. You were lead singer. You were lead man. Okay. Okay. How are you, buddy?
right
I'm
there,
sorry. I didn't.
that's the money shot right there.
Yep. Yep.
See the plane flying in, and then I'm gonna
Oh
give you
yeah.
one more. I'm gonna give you one more quick view of the Freedom Tower, and then I'm out. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
There's pros and cons to living in this type of area.
Right. Well, absolutely.
I'm literally 7 minutes from Midtown, but The traffic goes with it. There's nothing you can do. It's the traffic, you know.
Yep.
So
Stiggs,
this what?
I noticed another thing that happened today that I was so mad at, and I can't
Look at
figure it
that. Look
out.
at that. Look at that.
Yep, yep.
Can you make it out? I can't zoom.
No,
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
can.
Leave it there.
Oh, I can zoom a little bit. Yeah, you can't really
Try it.
see very much.
What happened? He left. I'll tell you. Stiggs, where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, that was delirious. Hang on, I gotta get this thing. Oh, that was delirious. Minga, ungo to Stiggs. It was a good thing I wasn't fixing my pants or anything like that. It's a good thing I was reading the chat and everything. Oh,
1 minute.
go ahead. If I would have had my pants down, I'd drive right to your house right now.
Hold
That
on.
was hilarious.
Let me see. Settings. Okay, hold on. I missed all of that, bro. I was logged out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you say real quick? Somebody helped you this morning?
What was I saying?
Somebody helped you this morning? That wasn't me, was it?
Um, yeah, hang on. I just had to block that scumbag Tony Pizza.
Oh, he was acting up?
Yeah, he was just saying a lot of things. Listen, you litigant piece
All
of
right, no, no,
shit.
no, no. Hold on, hold on.
Okay, I'm
Come on.
sorry. Go on. Wait. You helped me out this morning. What was it?
I have no idea.
Now you can't go nowhere because as soon as you leave me, I might go right through this computer screen.
Come on, cuz, talk to me. How'd I help you?
What I right now, I'm so tired, deliriously tired. I forgot what I was gonna say, and let me think about it because I just want to attack right now. I just
Forget
want to
about that.
attack. I know.
Forget about
I
that.
know. And you know what, Tony? You know what? I'm glad FBS and I'm glad Tony Soflo. I want to step on the dirt when they bury you, you piece of crap. Okay, I'm sorry. Good job, though, FBS and Soflo. Good job. Bury that bastard. Okay.
Okay, me and you. I helped you with
Me and you.
something
And
or
I'm
somebody
done.
in the chat? Cuz.
I'm good. I blocked him, so he's trying to say shit right now.
Okay, next chapter. Were you saying before that I helped you this morning or something? I don't know what you were saying if you were speaking to me because I logged off at the same time.
I know. Now you know what? Okay, wait. I told you about the view hours.
Oh,
Wait.
yes.
What else?
I don't know.
I was a total animal
Oh,
last night.
you were?
Yes, with that guy who told me about the dog prayer and Vito waiting for me. So when I seen him last night, he was leaving work. I went, "Arr." He goes, "Hi, Dean, do this and that." And I was like, "Hi," and I
Kill him with
still had
kindness.
that, huh?
Kill him with kindness.
I know, but your show this morning made me think about that more and more.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Amen. It's all good.
And the way you end the show lately, the way you've been ending the show behind the avatar,
Uh-huh.
I think that is excellent.
Yeah, I think it's a little better than like an introduction or an exit. You know what I mean? Introduction, nobody wants to do a countdown for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, a minute. You got to get right into it, but there is a 30-second delay, like I told you. So whenever you go on, there's a 30-second delay. I watch on another computer once I go live, and then once I see that I am live, that's when I hit a little bit of music. But I talk in the intro. I'm already there. You know what I mean? I think I don't know. I'm just trying to feel my way around this thing.
Right. Hey, Carlos, good looking out, Carlos. You know what? I didn't even go to check it at first. I just went bananas. But you know what? I'm glad I got the message through. I'm glad I got the message through from some troll. Thank you. It's still the same message Dean do sending. But Carlos, good looking out on that. I should have checked first. But good looking out. That's why I love all my moderators and the people I have around me. Okay. That's why I love all you guys. So go ahead, Stiggs. I'm gang.
That's it. I'm done. I just checked in, wanted you to catch a little glimpse, say hello, have a
Who
good
was
afternoon. And
who was
I
the
am
guy
back.
who was the guy after me last night?
Detroit Siggy.
Detroit. I think I've seen that name around.
Yeah, he's been in other chats.
Okay. And then I was looking at the chat and I was like, I don't know, I don't know. It just confused me a little bit. I
Yeah,
didn't know who the
I
guy
get
was.
confused too.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I know. I just, these are little road. What are they called? I mean, hurdles. They see the
all good.
hurdles they throw at us. See,
It's all good, man.
I know, buddy.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Let's enjoy the ride.
And I'm sorry for getting upset with you on my screen today.
Me? Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry for getting upset. You know that ain't us, man. I know. I haven't had no sleep or nothing, and I'm tired. Hang on a second. Let's have a good time here. Hang on. Look at this lineup.
Oh, what is going on over here?
You just missed it. I had the Manhattan skyline on here. I said,
No,
you're on the other
no.
side, and I'm over here.
How are you, Tommy?
All right, I was rolling into my neighborhood, which I see the skyline, and today's a beautiful day. You're in the skyline. You're in the skyline.
But you guys have the best views from it on that side, especially on a clear day when it's not that humid and the wind's coming from the north. Yeah, you guys have the best views from there.
This is the day. If today was a weekend day, I would go down by the Hudson on this side and have a little glass of wine down there. I'd bring my own little cup and have a little glass of wine. The sunset going towards Manhattan is sick.
That's you go down by what? Literally, is it Weehawken, right?
I go on the Weehawken side by the ferry.
Gotcha.
It's just something. It's something. You got to
So, yeah,
do it. I mean,
I'm on the other suburbs now. I'm east of the city now. But yeah, you guys got some great views from over there. That's awesome, Tommy.
You know, you take this stuff for granted when you live right here. Like I live a couple miles basically from Statue of Liberty. People come across the world to see that, and I live here. We live here.
Did you ever wind up getting sleep last night with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm a little tired today, but I'm good. I had an extra glass of wine last night while I was on doing my show. People kept me going and going. I went for over 2 hours. I never go that long like that. The chat was good though, so.
It was a good chat. It was a good show last night. It was.
It's hard to bang out when you're having a good dialogue. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what was just happening over on my channel. I had a few people pop in. I knew Tiendo was waiting, but I didn't want to kind of just, people come in late and then start conversating. And like you were saying yesterday, Tommy, I mean, what else can you sign up for and provide entertainment, but that person is then engaging back with you on? I mean, that's what makes this unbelievable.
Yeah, so I was in the car when you announced that the Queen died, and my mother was in the car with me, and I had your show on. We were just driving, and I had it on, and she was answering all your questions. I said, "Ma, I can't talk to it. I can't type because I'm driving."
Oh, man.
She was answering all your questions to me. She's like, "What? He doesn't know that?" I said, "Well, I don't know that either, Ma. What are you talking about?" She's like, "Well, she learned it all in school. I don't know anything about it."
Really? I feel like they didn't teach us any of that in school.
Nope, we didn't learn. I didn't learn that, and I'm 53. I didn't learn any of that stuff. None of that.
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit that I don't know. I mean, Great Britain. I don't think I can name all the nations in Great Britain right now.
I don't know anything about it. But she was answering everything you were saying. She was answering. It was hysterical.
That's great.
So my point is, your show, our shows and our topics are almost as. One of my topics, I think, yesterday morning was talk show hosts cannot talk back to you. Content creators can. You ever watching Regis and Kathy Lee and they say something and you're like, you want to say something, right? There's nobody to answer you. You're talking to yourself. But when you bring up a topic like you did today, or I bring up a topic, or whoever brings up a topic, You can talk to your content creator. It's almost like a talk show that you can talk to.
It's just like that. Well, like WFAN, Sports Talk Radio. Like when you're listening to that, they always give you the number. Oh, call 866 this is that. Like that's the whole thing. People want to call in. People want to call in. But you know how hard it is to call into some of those places, and you wait on hold for 2 hours, and you might get asked to get called in. So that's the closest thing to it. I think it's the closest thing to this.
That makes sense. Now, can you imagine somebody, let's say, like Vinny Bracco? He's very fluent in the sports, right? I don't know what word I'm using. I'm saying fluent. If he opened up a show and his weekly sports show,
hey guys,
he would be like a a sports show, like a show where he can talk to these people.
You're right.
He can do it,
and he can do it too. He can kind of host that type of show.
ALV, Anthony's with us.
Hey guys.
Hey Anthony.
What's going on, buddy?
Doing well. Just wanted to check in. I'm in the middle of working. I just wanted to check in and say hi to everybody.
We need an episode from you, my man.
Yeah, I'm thinking on one. Check out my community tab. I posted an old one. I think, Stiggs, you'll remember this one. It was the Star Wars episode. It's pretty funny. If you want to check out the community tab. It's pretty funny.
I will.
I'm gonna check it out. I unsubbed with you today and a couple other people. I was getting no notifications. ALV, it was like you fell off my subscription list for some reason.
Yeah, that happens. It happens.
And you guys, I just found this out. Stiggs, go and check this out. As I was looking through my stuff today, I did pretty good doing my YouTube. TT came up, so I went to TT's page.
Yep.
They must be discriminating against me.
No.
Don't like me. Did you see the views they took away from TT that were under my videos?
Why?
I'm in shock. I feel so bad right now because when I seen it.
Why take it away? I don't understand that.
Stiggs, they took over 200 views from TT.
Why? Why?
Why would they do that? That's bizarre.
How?
She had 140 views on one of my videos. Guess what she's at now? 18.
Wait, was there a copyright claim on it? Did she have a song in your background?
She had a song, but it was only a 15-second short. It would have affected the whole video, not the views.
She must have got a notice of why then. There's definitely a reason. Well, or you can be like Ralphie and call YouTube customer service, but they might not pick up.
How funny was that today? How fun! I'm going. I'm gonna call YouTube representative right when I get done. We get done, and I'm gonna ask today.
Skip, are you hearing this?
I'm hearing this. All right.
Could they have been a bad views robot?
I can't tell you what I know. I lose views on my videos sometimes too. I lose and gain subs all the time also. But I know there's like there's a video 3 videos back. I think it just hit 500 views, but that thing had hit like 520, went back down to like 490, and then just crept back up to 5. So I don't know. I without me knowing at all, I feel like there's some sort of like second level or third level verification that YouTube goes through, where like views and subs, they kind of go through the ringer a couple of times. Like it's almost like rechecked and checked again almost for like fakes or whatever. And I think it kind of is just always recalculating, I think. Because I can see it on my channel also. Like even the back room. You know that back room that they always make fun of, Lebekian and them for? But that's true. Like when I post a video live, and it ends like on the front side, like what you guys say, it might say it ended with like 527. But in my studio, real time on it, it's like 711. So like I know real time views on it in my studio is saying 700, but yet on the front it's only saying 500. I don't know why.
You know what? I got it right in front of me. She made her part 1 there's 85 views on there, which it had about 100 or more. The second one she made, part 2, had, I know, near 100, and it's only got 13 views. And the letters she wrote all of us, that was at 140 views. She's only got 18 views on that.
I see that. That's weird. That's weird. I couldn't tell you what that was all about. I know I've kind of, like I said, I've lost views, but then they've kind of come back, but not that drastic.
Yeah, not that drastic. Me too, BK. I've lost some views, and I'm like, what the? But this, she lost over 120 views. The kid, the lady. I mean,
That's crazy.
What
That's
could
crazy.
that be?
I mean,
was those robot subscribers watching her that somebody bought?
Could be bots. They could be
bots.
Maybe they're purging bots. I don't know.
The bots.
You know what? I got so upset and disappointed for her.
It's the bots. I get them all the time.
Okay.
I gotta block them out. Sometimes I get 10 in a video where I gotta block them. I gotta send like from, I don't know what they are, like sex stuff and porn shit, and I get all of these things in my videos. So then I have to block them out. So maybe that's what happens.
I lost 40 subscribers overnight once, and I think it's probably, I thought they were just bots. They vanished. 40 subscribers vanished. That's why.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it's so funny because I had a problem with Ralph's channel too with the notification, and it's like it's only our coffee chat people. I'm like, yeah, Anthony. I was freaked out over. It was like the Twilight Zone. I'm like, okay, Anthony, TT, Ralph, me.
Fiendu.
Yeah.
I don't know the validity to it, but if you know that woman that's in my chat a lot, Yo Ange, she has a pretty big channel and she goes around New York City.
I'm subscribed to Yo Ange. I follow her. Yep.
So she had mentioned one time that she feels like when she goes live straight through YouTube as opposed to StreamYard, YouTube treats that better and pushes it out better, and the algorithm likes it a little better in terms of notifications. So I don't know if that's something that like maybe we're all just dealing with because we're using StreamYard, but food for thought.
But the problem is we can't do this on YouTube.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right, Stiggs. We can't have all this fun. We can't do this.
I love the YouTube stream, but this is things we cannot do.
But Stiggs, you would agree that that StreamYard holds a stronger stream more consistently?
I'm gonna confirm that because today my YouTube video was cloudy. My tablet is perfect when I do a pre-record, and so when I go live on StreamYard, my video is very good. But I never did a StreamYard driving. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay, try it because all my videos I do it driving because I tried it one time with that Prism Studio. A lot of the people that do the walking tours do Prism, and I kept buffering. And then when I did it with YouTube, it was all cloudy like yours. And I've just felt like when I go StreamYard, moving around anyway, it's the most consistent for sure.
Look at this! I got Kim Jong Young in my chat today too. I'm just batting 1,000.
Tomorrow I'll be driving either to Manhattan Beach in Brooklyn or somewhere down the Jersey Shore. But I may either go down the Jersey Shore, the most northern beach, or Manhattan Beach tomorrow. I got to decide, but I got to just chill. I got to sit and chill out. I have not had a day to just chill. So I might go to Manhattan Beach tomorrow.
Coming into Manhattan Beach, you're just going to come into my territory like that, Sticks?
Yeah, it's only 30 miles from me, buddy. I'm close.
I know.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, Manhattan Beach, that's not far from where I grew up, because I grew up in Marine Park, so just south of that.
It's a small beach. I mean, there's only days that, maybe weekdays, where you can get that parking lot. There's like that one parking lot, right?
Yeah. You could even go down to, you can go down to Rockaway Beach, Stiggs, if you want like a real beach. Yeah. Not too far from there.
Yeah, but it's just a cool, chill spot, small.
It is. It definitely is. I know exactly.
And it's really, literally, I could be there in 35 minutes, really, on the beach.
I am going to start taking your advice, Stiggs, and doing, like I was actually going to do it today if the live didn't work out, because I want to start doing pre-records, but I'll do them as a premiere so that I can get into the chat. But
That's the move.
the video quality, that's the big thing, because I can record in 4K, crisp, clear video, and then upload that, and we have an upload at that crisp video.
Yep.
Which is enjoyable, but it's enjoyable to work the chat when you can. But I don't know. It can go either way. You know, they're both enjoyable. I do like the upload. I guess once you start going, whether somebody's in the chat with you or not, and you just start talking about what you're doing, kind of like Anthony does with the wine, you go with it. You know what I mean? And you could hold your conversation alone, describe it somewhat, stay on topic, and then when you go into the premiere, then you talk. Then you have your conversation in text. I like the premiere.
So I don't know, Stiggs, if you watch. I know Thiendu watches the kid Action Kid. He was a big channel. So
yes,
if you see when he does, so have you noticed when he does his premieres now, he doesn't speak through them at all? Did you notice that?
No, I only watched his lives. I never saw his premieres.
He doesn't. Well, I know because he does them at 8 o'clock in the morning.
You don't talk as much anymore.
Right. He doesn't speak at all. Like really, it's just right. Silent. Right. So like I'm wondering.
No.
Like
I don't like that.
No,
me neither.
Don't do it, Skip. Don't do it.
No, Skip, if you do it, you do the premieres, do it nice, but you got to talk. People are around the world are watching. We got people in Italy watching, people in, Argentina watching. You know what I mean? So they don't know where you're at.
And they don't know. You have a better voice than me. I wish I had your voice.
I'm happy you think so, because I don't think so.
You got to narrate it, and especially it becomes personal and enjoyable because they feel that you know what you're talking about. You're not a tourist.
Right. Because I was almost thinking, like, do we do almost like, like they do those relaxation videos and then put some, like, maybe music on the background, but I guess not. I guess it would just be kind of similar to me just holding conversation and then elaborating in the chat.
People want to hear about where you are. You don't have to go into history. They built this building in 1947, but you want to go into, we're crossing over the Brooklyn Bridge. People in Italy aren't going to notice the Brooklyn Bridge. You need to talk. And I think it will come out beautiful. I think you should give it a shot. I would love it. I would do it.
Yeah, maybe I'll record one tonight coming back from, maybe I'll start it off as a night ride. But I definitely, because I want the video quality, because I could do a 4K, and I'm pretty sure then it could be uploaded in 4K. So
Sure. And do you use 4K when you're doing your wine gills? What are you using, a tablet or a laptop?
Yeah. I use the 4K Sony camera, the action camera I use for filming the kids, my son's playing football. So and that's the reason I do the premieres, is because I don't like the quality of my laptop. So I'd rather just do the premiere, record it on the camera on the 4K, and then be in the chat and talk to whoever jumps in and asks questions.
Because your videos are spotless too, clear, very clear.
Yeah,
and that's the 4K. That's definitely the 4K.
See, that's how you learn this stuff. This is how we learn this stuff right now. How we're talking. Beautiful.
See, on StreamYard, you can bump up to 1080i. Which I started with 1080i, but I was buffering a lot, I noticed. So I took it down to the 720, and I feel like I keep even better with the 720, but, you just don't have the quality issue. You don't have the as good a quality.
Of course, it pulls more internet if you want more resolution, right?
Correct, which I thankfully have an unlimited plan, so I'm not worried like that much. I would be more worried on them kind of teethering it, them slowing me down a bit.
No, the draw, you're actually, depending on where you're at, if you're on your cell or you're in your house, you're taking up, I think it minimizes the quality if you don't have such a strong signal, right? Is that why you get the spinning? I guess?
Yes. Which my phone, as long as the service is good, I should have 5G UC with 4K quality, as long as the service. That's why I don't go out when it's cloudy. Like, I try to pick and choose my days also. I restart my phone before I go live because I'll just have 5G. I'll restart it. It comes back 5G UC. So I restart it and I make sure it's not a very cloudy day so I can have the best. Because I think the guys like Action Kid and Dutch Maz and those guys, I think they're walking around with a hotspot, a 5G hotspot that they're connecting to. I think.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense. They have to be if they're live and walking.
Right, and they use Prism, and when I tried to use Prism, I buffered like crazy, and they never buffer. So I'm thinking they have a high-powered hotspot with them at all times.
And you never use like StreamYard? You do straight YouTube, everything?
Yeah, I don't. I'm going to use StreamYard. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to use it. I'm waiting for a new laptop. Once I get the new laptop, then I'm going to use StreamYard.
Dean, do you always use it? You never go straight YouTube?
Nope, not no more. I love the StreamYard for all this. And you know what, guys? I want to say one thing before I forget. I think I might look into the Prism.
Why?
I think it might be a better broadcast and everything.
There was another platform that Ralph was talking about, Stiggs. Do you know what it is? I didn't know that one.
Stream.
Dude, try Prism because it might work well for you, and you can kind of another thing too, like you can zoom in and out. Like I wish I could zoom in and out on StreamYard where I can't, but Prism's free. I would try it just to try it, and I know for a fact, Action Kid, there is a free version of it. Yes, absolutely, just like StreamYard.
Okay,
wow, this is good. This is good.
Good to learn.
You know what? I'm gonna try that for free too, just to see how it is. Okay.
Yeah,
try it.
There's a stream something. It's not StreamYard. There's another stream something that Ralph tried, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the Prism just to try it now.
I like the StreamYard. I'm happy with it. And I got all those videos in there. I got hundreds of videos in there, so you know. But I wish YouTube gave us more options.
StreamYard was what allowed us all to go live without having to use YouTube, because I think there's a threshold to use YouTube to go live.
Exactly.
Like you have to have a certain amount of subs and X, Y, and
That's
Z.
correct.
So actually, StreamYard's kind of the way around that.
That's exactly right. 100% correct. You can go live immediately with StreamYard.
Yep.
Right.
All right, guys. I'm banging out. I gotta get going.
Work. Just nice talking to you guys. Take care.
See you later, Paisan. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I'll be watching, but I'm banging out. I gotta make a few calls and things.
Okay.
See you
later. All right. Goodbye.
Let me get him out of here. Okay. Anthony bumped off too. Okay. Okay, Skipper, it's me and you.
Me and you. We're in Westbury.
Westbury Avenue. Let me know when you want me to go full screen.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm staying on Long Island. I'm not going back into Queens, so it's going to be a lot of suburban looks. So, in my humble opinion, not extremely interesting, just because it's the suburbs. But to people around the world, to people that would never ever see this part of Long Island, obviously it's still interesting. Like this is the backside of Westbury, the very industrial, cement trucks everywhere, and there's stone yards everywhere, and so there's, again, to people not from the area, from around the world, this is Long Island, this is the suburbs, this is Westbury. We're gonna head east to Massapequa. To people from the area or people that want to see New York City, it is what it is.
Right. That's it. The driving is worth it alone for me. That's what I love about everything. The driving. So you've been off for a couple of days. What, you just been working? I haven't seen you on.
Yeah. Well, the weather was miserable down here the beginning of this week. This is the first kind of nice day. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of in the office. Like my job is really split 50-50. It's 50% on the road, 50% like call it administrative stuff, office stuff, stuff like that. So I kind of gauge it by if the weather's crappy, those are my at home days, so to speak. But the Monday and Tuesday were the weather down here was just horrendous, like just horrendous. I might try to do like a pre-record in the rain, that type of deal, but to try to live stream in bad weather would be impossible.
Right. I know. It was pouring here for a couple days. Like I said, everybody's grass is greener than green right now.
Yeah, right after now, it was almost it was basically like a drought. We didn't have any rain this summer,
No, no, not at all.
which, like I told you, I don't have 1 ounce of grass on my property, so it's great for me.
The concrete jungle. I love
That's
it.
right. All I got to worry about is the weeds popping up through the concrete, which now they're popping up because of the rain. So I got to kind of hit them with the weed whacker.
Right, right, right. Weed whacker. I got to get a new weed whacker. I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I did. I actually ordered one off Amazon, as crazy as that sounds, an electric one with a battery, and it works great.
Right. Gianni just said, I had to mow yesterday, first time since July. Your grass must have been morto. Morto. That grass must have been like me. Okay. So July. You got to be kidding, Gigi. I think I cut mine about 100 times since July 1st. Tell them, Mob Rats, too. Cousin Paulie, you got the tool if you want to drop links or do whatever you want.
Cousin Paulie.
I don't think he even knows I gave it to him. I don't know. I think he knows. Well,
Mike F.
Here.
Mike
F,
Mike
you got.
F.
Look, Mike F. He got the leg off of him. Okay? He's tearing him up slowly, Mike F.
So Mike F. Robert Moses Causeway. That's one of those roads, like going down to the beaches, Ocean Avenue, all that I am afraid if I go and I try to go live down there, I am not going to have service. I've tried it going down to like Rockaway Beach and Far Rockaway, and it was very hard to keep a stream going down on the beach. So now that I've kind of come up with this idea of doing the pre-record, I'll probably do the beaches. I'm going to hit the beaches, and Robert Moses Causeway would be one of those. If you guys want, Mike F., and if you're still around, and if the endo wants to stay on, whatever, I can try to do it right now. I might lose service, but we can try it in my destination. I can take the scenic route. I can try to go down to the beach and come up to Massapequa that way. But if Mike F., if you're only going to be here for like 5 more minutes, then maybe not. But depending on how long the endo wants to stay on or whatever, I can go that route. And then if you lose me, you lose me. And then at least, it wouldn't be like my show going down the end.
Right, whatever you
know
want
what I
to
mean?
do, Skipper. I'm hanging for a while. Yeah, it's only 3:17.
Okay, so if that's the case, then Mike F., stick with us. Then I'm gonna try to take us down to the beach. All right, I can't guarantee the service will be right, but that's what we'll do. Then what we're gonna do. I gotta pull over somewhere just so I can see the best route that I want. You see that work that those guys are doing? They're doing electrical work. They got the tent set up everywhere.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me get me
Oh
off
yeah.
the goddamn.
Yeah, it's all good.
Now you can hear me, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is good. Perfect. So what we'll do is, all right. Let's do a little detour here. Let's do a little detour. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is pull over so I don't kill someone and myself. I couldn't tell you what town we're in.
Cousin Paulie's skimming a ceiling. What is he, a plasterer?
He's a handyman. He does it all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right, Cousin Paulie, another construction worker.
He's a handyman.
He's a handyman. You gotta love your handymans.
He's a handyman. Okay.
I seen skimming that ceiling, I always have papers around me, Seen him do that all day long.
Alrighty. Bear with me at the end. I'm just figuring out my route of attack here so that we can get Mike F down to the beach. And hopefully it'll work. Let's see.
I just hate looking at my face when you're driving. I'd rather look at everything else. It's a better time.
Okay. All right. I just threw it in my GPS so I can just mindlessly go, even though I know where I'm going. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the beach. We're gonna go down to Jones Beach, and in Mike F, we're gonna come up the Robert Moses Causeway. We're gonna come up the Wantaw because I need to go to Seaford, Massapequa anyway. So what I was gonna be doing was going to the Wantaw regardless. So let's go down. We'll go down the Meadowbrook, and we'll try to go along the beach. We'll go past the Jones Beach Amphitheater where they have all the concerts, which is a very, very cool place. Let me tell you something. There is an amphitheater on Jones Beach. You can go watch a concert on the beach. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Low key, underappreciated spot here in the New York City metropolitan area. But right now, we are going to head south. I believe this is East Meadow. Let me see. Once we get wow, I was right. East Meadow Fire Department. So this is East Meadow. Coming up here near Eisenhower Park. Actually, about to kind of not too far from where my girlfriend works. Eisenhower Park here. There's golf courses to the right. There's 5 golf courses in this park, I believe. It's public. It's similar to Bethpage, where Bethpage is a public park with a bunch of public courses. This is Eisenhower. So Bethpage is a state park. This is a county park. Nassau Medical Center on the left up there. So this is East Meadow. There's the jail on the left, East Meadow Jail. Anyone's ever gotten locked up in Nassau County, you spend some time just to the left here. That's the Nassau County lockup. Let me pop open this chat so see if there's any specific questions for me. Diendu, I don't know if we lost you or not. I don't hear you.
No,
but...
I'm here. I was just listening to you.
Just
I'm
making
here.
sure.
I'll start talking for a little
No,
bit.
no.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure. Because it sounded like I thought it was eerily quiet. I just thought it was maybe we lost you. But no, it's all good.
I was working the chat.
Good. I'll flap my gums. I'll keep them flapping. East Meadow High School here on the right. It's not. You know what? When you find someone I'm telling you, I am a quiet person. I keep a lot of stuff in.
No, I know.
Just like you burst a bubble, it'll go, and then you feel like you know what the other thing is too. The end do. When you're a quiet person like I am,
right?
A lot of the times, like people assume you have nothing to say. Right. If that makes sense.
No, it does. You're right. I deal with all kind of personalities, Skipper. Yup. You're right. Yup.
When you're this quiet, people are just under the assumption you don't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? But I do have a lot to say. Or people that are quiet do have a lot to say. So
right. They don't take into consideration maybe that guy don't want to say anything.
That's correct.
He's a quiet guy that keeps his thoughts and shit to himself. You know how many guys I have around me like that? Ay.
Yeah, no, it's true. But this is Hempstead Turnpike.
Hempstead Turnpike?
Hempstead Turnpike. So Hempstead Turnpike basically splits Long Island right in half, in terms of we're right in the middle. It goes east to west, west to right, left to right, right to left, but it's basically right in the middle.
Right. That looks like a diner on the right-hand side corner.
That is a classic Long Island diner right there. I've never eaten at that one, but that is a classic. Long Island is known for their diners, just like kind of Jersey. I guess it's kind of like a suburban thing, the diners, but great diners on Long Island, and that's a classic one right there. I've never been to it. I think it's called the Colony, I think. But yeah, that's exactly what a old-fashioned classic diner is going to look like right there on the right. Yeah, Colony Diner.
Look at that. Oh.
Yeah.
I love the old diners.
Yeah. There's a lot of them still around. I'm literally passing my. That's funny. I'm not gonna say it. Well, this is the Lufthansa building. Anyone might be familiar with the Lufthansa heist.
Oh, where to the left?
To the left, yeah. That was their original corporate headquarters, actually. Wow. So the building on it doesn't say it anymore. Now it says New York Community Bank, but that was always the Lufthansa building.
Oh, that's cool.
Which every time I saw, I obviously always just thought of the Lufthansa heist.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would have thought of. Absolutely. Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
Who don't know about that heist?
The Lufthansa heist at
Lufthansa.
Idlewood Airport. Oh,
Wow.
wait, is this the Lufthansa? This was the building. Here on the left, this life storage building.
Okay.
Wait, was it?
They all look the same.
Yeah, no, it's well, no, it's one of those. It's either that one. No, I think it was the one I thought. I'm sorry, but it was definitely right here. Definitely right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good.
So this is the RXR building here. You have the old Nassau Coliseum to the right, where the Islanders used to play before they moved to Belmont. It was right here, but we're gonna hop on the highway. But this is where they were right before before they went to
The
Belmont.
Nassau Coliseum.
That's right, Nassau Coliseum is right here.
I love stadium hunting and looking and
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. Because you see all these places on, they're places you see on TV. You love to see
yeah.
what's actually around them.
Yep. And even if they don't, they're not in service anymore, it's always good to see them again.
That's right.
Before they knock them down,
Yeah, hopefully they. I don't know if they're gonna knock this place down. I think they have plans for like concerts and stuff like that here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'll let you know. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on the service. I really hope, because it's a clear day, it'll work well for us. But I'll give you guys the lay of the land. The visuals should be great. Again, it's why I want to I definitely want to do a pre-record where I come down here and I do it in the 4K.
Right. Well, the pre-record helps with no problems then.
Correct. Yeah, that would avoid any service issues or anything like that, because I could just record it, have a recording, and then just upload that recording when I want to, and then be in the chat for it.
Right.
The way we're going to do it right now, I don't know. We'll see.
You take risks doing it this way.
Yep.
Everybody I was watching a couple other streams near the beach. They all freeze, and the reception's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's a problem. It definitely is. I don't, because I know my service is pretty good. Like, I have good service. I really can't complain about my service.
You know who that used to happen to all the time? And when I used to start watching Action Kid.
Really?
He used to go places and bonk. He'd get the loading thing. It would freeze on him. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Because him, he explores everything.
Yeah, and he explores it using Prism, which is why I wanted to try using Prism, because I thought maybe that would be better for movements or like a moving video.
That's why I suggested it. I said I watched like 2 or 3 content creators with it, and I said, you know what? I have to try this.
Yeah, I know that kid Dutch Maz uses it also.
Dutch Maz, yep, he uses it. Yes.
Did you see him get stuck on the train? You see him get stuck on the F train?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the train got stuck. Yeah, he did a live from there because the train stopped, so he was just on the F train, and it was pretty cool. He did an empty train all to himself.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
So, and he did that one actually as a members only chat. So really? I guess you can become a member. And that's when like those guys, they have like the green wrenches and stuff like that. Those are members.
Yeah. You know what? I was going to do, before I knew all this was going to happen today, I was going to do the subscribers only thing today.
Oh, okay.
And try it out,
It's a way to get people to subscribe, and it's a way to keep like trolls away, so to speak.
Right.
It's not a bad idea. I feel like it didn't happen to me today. I know my numbers are going to be low again today on my video, because I could tell midway through the video when YouTube like pushes it out to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just get a whole bunch of like different looking names and people coming in from Brazil and here and there. It's like I wouldn't want to turn those folks off. I mean, but then you could think of it as, oh, well, then you're just going to force them to subscribe. I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings on the subscriber only mode.
I thought about it your way, keeping the trolls away.
Yes.
You know, not that I have any. Not that I have
Right.
any, but,
And not that they can just subscribe for 5 minutes, say what they want to say, and then get blocked and whatever. They just wasted 5 minutes of their life anyway, you know? Like, so, which they're obviously not concerned about.
Hey, BK, and hope they forget to unsubscribe from you when you get them mad.
Right. Right. Exactly.
You know? Get them upset, then they forget to unsubscribe, and they, you know, you have them for a second.
Yeah, I have them. Yeah, I always wonder that, like how many people just, unsubscribe, or people just do cleanings of their subscriptions, like go through, double check, and just, you wonder, like, are people just gonna be like, whatever, F him, I don't want to be subscribed to him anymore. If you keep the same channel, that shouldn't really happen, right? But you never know.
Right. You're right. And that's why I didn't even get on it. I might get on it next live about subscribers and all that. A couple guys had brought up about that buying subscriber stuff.
Right, which I don't know. You know what I mean? I
listen, when I talk about it, I want you to listen to what I say very closely. And I guarantee you'll look in the mirror and say, damn, Dean, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I understand the whole thing of buying them and that. I researched it. I've listened to a couple guys who told me, and I had 2 guys for the negative and 2 guys for the positive big time. And the 2 guys for the positive, they did it, Skip.
Really?
Yes. And they exploded, Skip.
Really?
Yes. And I don't want to get into it now.
Right.
Give you the couple reasons on how they exploded. You're going to be like, damn. Yup. And it's only, Skip, it's only business. Strictly business. Nothing personal. Nothing, I mean, the way they presented it to me, I was like a little kid on a bike for the first time. I'm like, I got to try this and learn how to. Are you kidding me?
See, the way that the only way I really haven't given it much thought, to be honest with you, Tiendu. I just figured if they're doing that, like I said before, I'm pretty sure YouTube goes through some sort of verification process, because views are not always calculated right away. There's always that little bit of delay. So that I feel like they're always checking. If we know, then they know, type of deal.
Right.
At the same time, though, I've always felt that if your channel is that, it's meant to, it's a business, say.
Right.
If part of, let me just, part of running a business, let's just say you open up a car wash, let's just say, right? You open up a YouTube channel, you open up a car wash. You got 2 businesses there, right? At a certain point, you're going to give away free car washes, right? To try to get people in there. Like, you're gonna, to me, that's almost how I see buying subs to a certain extent. Like, if your channel's big enough and you're trying to, I don't know if I explained that the right way at the end. Maybe we gotta wait for that next show to talk about it. But if you understand,
I'm following
it's almost like a business expenditure, like a business cost, or like with my company, if we buy a bunch of samples and we just give those samples out, like it's almost like you bought people coming into your showroom, so to speak, but you didn't.
Right.
But you did, but you didn't. Like, paid business is invested, and we're talking money to be made, and they feel like it's going to help their page if they can get to a certain number on something. I see that as just a business expense.
Exactly. That's where Dindu's talking about the business part of it. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I'll be interested to hear more about it then.
I'm gonna next live. I'm gonna get into it.
And just
To
so,
come on, and
Tiendu, before I go any further, we're going into the beach now. So if I lose you, if
okay,
you don't hear me, or for whatever. But Mike F, this is for you. We're down in Jones Beach. We're gonna pass right by the amphitheater. We're going over the intercoastal onto the beach now. So we were just on the intercoastal. We're going onto the beach land now. Jones Beach, Robin Moses Parkway. Eventually back up to Seaford. But just in case I lose you, we're on the beach.
okay, you could come back in, and you know all that. So, how are you,
Yep.
Montouk? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in today. Okay, Skipper, all you.
Yep. No. So beach. It sounds like we're still holding some pretty good service. This is good.
Yup, you are.
Atlantic Ocean, just off to. I hope we keep service. I really hope we keep service.
So far, so good.
So far. Okay, let's go this way. You can actually see containers out on the ocean. That's wild.
Yes.
I don't know if I can get into one of these parking lots or not. But this is also, so Tiendu, this is what I was explaining to you about the beaches of Long Island. They're not beach towns. This is it.
Right. Amazing.
This is it. This is it. I mean, you have, like I said, you have Manhattan Beach in Brooklyn, where Tommy Stiggs said. Traveling east, you have, Atlantic Beach, Long Beach, which is basically like a town. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a loop. Since we have service, let's stay down here a little longer. Let me stay down here a little longer. Jones Beach Theater, 2 miles ahead, in the middle of the north. Okay, yeah, I'll go this way. But yeah, so like Long Beach is basically right on the Queens border, right? The town. It's got a boardwalk, it's got restaurants on the beach. And you get to like Jones Beach. This right here is, Long Island, the Long Island beaches. Not much going on down here. Obviously, in the middle of the summer, it's jammed packed over here. Obviously,
I could imagine.
but you're not gonna. Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. But it's not a town, so to speak. It's not a beach town.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get you guys over to the amphitheater. Let's see here. Let me continue on this way. That way you can see the theater.
I love all that view. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful down here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But different than what you might imagine. I don't think people realize just how quiet it is down here. So that's the amphitheater.
Okay. Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
That's where they hold the concerts and all that.
Nice. Look at this. Yeah, my wife loves the beaches. She's a beach girl. Ay. And she loves all the quiet part. Did you ever hear of Presque Isle? BK Skip?
I have not. No, I have not heard of it.
Okay, it's up Erie, Pennsylvania way a little bit. Up my way here. We go there, they have 15, 20 different beaches you could go on. And it's a humongous park.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. And the beaches are so nice and it's so quiet. Yeah, it's like a 4-mile drive around the park.
Trying to give you guys this view here.
Hello. I'm live right now with BK.
Jones Beach Amphitheater. It is a theater on the beach. Quite literally.
No.
But let's carry on.
Okay, thanks. Love you. That's nice. I like that.
Yep. Yeah, that is cool stuff, right?
That was awesome. Of course, I had to tell her. I cut her short. That was awesome. The phone calls always come in at the wrong parts. I'll tell you. Oh,
yeah.
Then Yuri.
But yeah, so now I'll come up the Wantor. So now this is the road that Mike F was alluding to, the Robert Moses Causeway, I believe. So this is coming up now. Like, we're going to leave the beach now. We're going to go up to Massapequa and Seaford. But, you know, I think I'm happy we did that, because I know I was trying to kind of explain what the Long Island beaches looked like to you when we were going through like Long Beach. And I think I was telling you, like, they're quiet. They're really just like parking lots and open fields, and that's what they are. You feel like you're just in, you know, Cape Cod somewhere when you.
Right. Bella just said if she hits the lottery, she was gonna buy the beach house down there.
Okay, and I'm gonna be the chauffeur, and I want an
Well,
S63 AMG, Mercedes-Benz S63 AMG, Bella. Okay,
okay,
thank you.
well, Bella, he took the words right out of my mouth, because I was gonna say the first thing is buying Skip the car, getting our chauffeur in order. Yep.
Let me slow down. Take a look at this. So we're heading back up to the Intercoastal now. So hopefully you guys are getting a pretty good visual, but we're leaving the beach up to the Intercoastal. So this is like a little drawbridge to get you up to the first part of land.
Right. I got the Manhattan skyline earlier, and now the beach later on. Are you
The
kidding?
Manhattan skyline and the Long Island beaches. I mean, what else can you ask for at the end, dude? What else can you
I
ask for?
know. Everybody should be so happy we're covering all of New York today.
Look, I've had this idea for some time. It's not a secret how I feel about, if you just put a camera in front of me or anyone that drives around this area long enough,
Yeah.
it's content. It's content. And it's not, and I always said, I don't want to just go into Manhattan every day and show you Times Square. I understand everyone knows Times Square, everyone knows Rockefeller Center, everyone knows Bensonhurst, right? In this genre, you all know Bensonhurst, you all know Howard Beach, right? I don't want to just show you that. I want to show you what you ain't never gonna see, especially if you come here as a tourist. You're just not gonna see it. That's what I enjoy about it the most.
No, you're absolutely right, because once you go to New York and you're on one of tourist, or you're not wanting to do anything but what you went there for.
Exactly. Once you get here, you're not just going to freely drive around like I do. You're not going to do it.
No way, because you don't even know where you're going in the first place.
Exactly.
And if you got the time to drive around New York with a GPS and all that shit, you better have 3 or 4 days to want to do that.
I mean, that's why even when Just Chillin', when he was saying, "Oh, come to New York, what should I do?" Like, if you want to come here and you want to drive around like I do, I can give you give you suggestions by any means. Like, I would say find the hotel in Nassau County by Rockville Center. Google Rockville Center, Nassau County. That's where I would look for a hotel right around there. That way, you're in Long Island, South Shore. You're 20 minutes from here. You're 20 minutes from Manhattan. You're 20 minutes from Staten Island. But you can drive. You can be in the suburbs. You can drive. You have a parking spot, and you can drive around Long Island like I'm driving around Long Island right now. And then I would suggest where to go in Brooklyn. I would say stay in Southern Brooklyn. Go where Stiggs is going to Manhattan Beach. Southern Brooklyn. You can drive around Southern Brooklyn.
Right. I mean, what you just said, that's what I do. When I come to New York, I station myself in Manhattan, and I take a cab to all the boroughs and everywhere I want to go.
That's the other thing. If you're going to come here, be willing to pay for Uber. If you want to come and you want the true New York experience and you want to stay in Manhattan, that's fine. But you better be willing to pay for Uber wherever you want to go, because you're going to have to Uber everywhere. You can city bike it. If it's nice weather, you can ride your bike. There's city bikes everywhere. So you can bike around the city if you want. Or you need to be prepared to Uber everywhere. You could Uber out here if you want. You could Uber anywhere. You just got to be willing to pay for it.
Right, exactly. I mean, and it's the easiest way to get from point A to point B in New York.
It's always been either the subway or the taxis. The subways or the taxis. Me, I'm a kid from the boroughs. I'm from Brooklyn. I always liked to drive. So I'm the type of New Yorker that always looked to drive. My mother and my grandmother were two old Italian ladies that didn't even have a driver's license, never even attempted to drive. So that was
Exactly.
the way they grew up in Brooklyn. There was no need to drive. Why do you need to drive? Who needs to drive? You got car service, you got the bus. Why do you need to drive? So whole different mentality. But me, I seek and I know the roads, but I know plenty of my friends. I have plenty of my friends that don't drive, don't have a license, and wouldn't even consider doing what I'm doing. They think I'm absolutely out of my mind, even though they're born and raised here. They won't drive around here.
Right. Right. It's not in them to do that. That's so funny you said that. Neither one of my grandmothers had a license.
Yeah. Well, actually, now that I think of it, my Cuban grandmother didn't have a license either. But yeah, no, you're right.
Not one of them. They never. Not one of them never even got behind the wheel of a car. PK.
Yeah, my mother has never driven a car in her life. Never.
Well,
That's why.
there's a
What?
fast story. My father's mother. The one day my papa forced her just to drive the car to try to get her learner's permit. This and that. They get
Mhm.
her in the car. About 2 blocks up the street, it starts raining
Oh
heavy.
God. Oh God.
Now, this is an old Sicilian woman. She totally panics, goes right underneath the bridge, puts it in park, shuts the car off. Car's whizzing by her. They start laughing at her. Okay, now laughing at an old Sicilian woman that's mad. She
Oh.
got out with the keys, left them there, and started walking home the other way.
Uh,
I'm done. They sat there first for an hour. She wouldn't turn the car on. She was so mad. So she decided, she got out and started walking home and left them there. The car and
that's
everything.
funny. That's so funny. That's
Yep,
great.
my father, there was a story we told everybody.
Check out this diner at the end. You're on the right. See it?
Oh yeah.
East Bay. That's the East Bay Diner. Famous diner.
Oh
Sorry to
my
interrupt.
God.
Yeah.
No problem. There was like a casino.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I've been there before. Oh man, I was just in neutral. What was I doing? What the hell did I just put myself in neutral? What's going on over here? No, yeah, that's it's funny you said that. My mother and my mother's mother, both of them never drove a vehicle, and it's actually that plays into me and my driving because I had mentioned part of my story, whatever. My father had a massive stroke when I was in the 8th grade, so he
Okay.
wasn't able to drive, and I was 14 years old. So guess who became the driver of the family when that happened?
Yeah,
Me. I was 14
absolutely.
years old, driving my mother to the store and, driving my dad to the doctors. I was 14 years old at the end of it.
Right, right. You know what? Now, I think you just said, how do I want to say it? Like, you're capped off on why you like to drive now?
I, I, I still love it, but, it's just different. You know what I mean? It's different driving now. I always used to say that you can chill on the road. You can't just chill. There's no chill. There's no chill on these roads. Like if you go into certain areas, but I still love it. I still like it. But that's what really forced me into, having to drive very young.
Right? No, right, right. Fella's asking you a question. I know it, but I'd rather you answer it. Skip, are you Italian?
So, Bella, I am half. Maybe a little less than half. I'm half Cuban. My father was born in Havana, Cuba. Um, my grandparents and him came here in 1959, the day Castro took over. My grandfather worked for Batista. So, I don't like
Wow.
that Batista was much better. He was a straight fascist, but whatever. So, on the 1st of 59, obviously Castro was killing all of Batista's people. So Batista put his main people on planes and sent them to Miami. So my grandfather, my grandmother, and my father got shipped to Miami to stay safe, and then from Miami worked their way up to New York City. My mother, on the other hand, born and raised in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. My mother is 75% Italian, 25% Irish. So that makes me, I got a little Irish in me. For math, easy math, I basically go with I'm half Irish, half Italian. But my mother side of the family, the Italian side of the family, they are all from Brooklyn. They all still live in Brooklyn. They were from Bensonhurst, went from Bensonhurst to Marine Park, and they're all still there. That's why even like accent-wise, people say I don't sound Cuban. My dad, I don't hear an accent in my dad. People tell me he's got an accent. He kind of sounds like some other guy we might know down in Florida that's Cuban. But he's darker than that guy, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
He's dark. That's why if you've seen me, like my skin, like my mother is pale white, but my dad is dark. So that's why I kind of got that in between going. But my dad's funny too because he's got that New York Cuban accent. There's like the Cuban accent down in Miami that you hear,
Right.
but then if you hear Cubans from New York, like they kind of sound like Italians. They're kind of like Tony Montana.
Yeah, right.
You know, like Tony Montana, a Cuban, but a Cuban being played by an Italian. That's a New York Cuban, and that's a New York Cuban's accent.
I believe it. I tell you what, that the Batista story with your grandparents must be an interesting story.
That is very interesting. I have the newspaper article from
Wow.
they had the wanted, all of Batista's top guys. They had mugshots basically, wanted dead or alive, basically.
Wow.
Wanted them, and my grandfather's picture is right there, right in the
Wow.
paper. And then they were actually putting out wanted posters down in Miami that they wanted these guys like rounded up in Miami by certain people. And as you know, it was the Cubans that were running the numbers at that time. So there was a lot going on. There was a lot and in terms of I know people from this genre, they like secret societies.
Yeah.
The Cubans, talk about secret societies. The Cubans got some stuff going on over there.
Oh, I could imagine.
What a jackass you are. What a jackass. Can I go fight this guy right now at the end, though? Can I go get him?
No, take it easy. Take it easy.
Fucking jackass.
You drive, you let me out of the car.
This one right here. Jackass.
Yeah.
I
feel like biting his tailpipe.
He looks like friggin' Gene Barella. Speaking of that Rebel Ink place that I think Angel's nephew owned is right on this block. I think we're about to get.
Okay.
If anyone knows, maybe I could stop and just show you that real quick.
Yeah.
Go, jackass. Yeah, now he's
Turn the screen around so he could see me. I gotta say something.
I love that. I love when they do shit aggressive and then they're not paying attention at the next light. And it's like, dude, you were in such a rush. What are you doing? You should be sitting there waiting for that light to turn green. What's up, bro?
Right.
You should be sitting there inching. What are you doing?
Oh, hello, Carol Mahal. How are you, doll?
Carol Mahal, hello.
Tony the Night Owl. How are you, doll?
Tony the Night Owl, how are you doing? All right, it's right. Yeah, let me see if I can get a look. If I can get a parking spot on the right, I should be able to get a look at it.
Okay, Tony.
It's right on the. You can see it on the left, right there, the white awning.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll give you a swivel.
Yeah.
Right there.
There it is.
Rebel Ink tattoo.
Nice.
That's it.
See, now if I was with you, I could walk across the street and get Vito tattooed into my neck. Okay? The girls would come home and snap on me.
Right.
That's all I want. I want a Vito down the side of my neck. My daughter goes, really, Dad? Really?
That's
funny.
Yeah, I always pass this place. I never remember to mention it.
Right. No, that's cool. I love seeing tattoo parlors. I used to like tattoos. Now I dread them. Because when you get old, all the ink fades and you look like a circus bum.
I don't have any, to be honest with you. I don't have any tattoos.
Oh, don't get any, BK. Smart man.
I'm unidentifiable.
There you go. I don't know whatever was on my mind.
Another famous place is going to be up here on the right. Let me swivel a little more. All American Burger. Anyone local Yeah, hey, Carol, I give what I get, Carol. I give what I get. No reason for that guy to do what he did to me. So you know what? I got pissed. All American Burger is on the right. You have this old Carvel stand looking place. And then after that, you see the burgers and fries. You know what? I'm going to pull in this parking lot for you guys.
Yeah.
Famous
And
place.
so I had a meltdown earlier too. It happens. What are you gonna do?
Let me pull in right here. I'll give you a look.
Tony, one tattoo you wish you didn't? Me neither. I got more than one.
Should actually grab a friggin' burger while I'm in.
I had hamburgers for lunch today.
Well, this place right here, I'll give you a nice view of it. And I think I'm actually going to.
You know what that looks like? An old McDonald's, that looks like.
That's funny. Yeah. So it's,
Huh?
so they probably, I'd have to check out, you know what? Let me Google it. What is this walking towards us? What are you? Oh, my lantern.
Oh, what is it? No, what the mess?
That's a guy.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Yep.
And I looked. There's something wrong with me. I'm done.
I'm flustered.
I'm done. I spit out my coffee and everything all over the computer. Look at the experiences you have with Dindu and BK in the car.
Oh my God. Well, okay. All American. When I want to find out when this place was opened. It's called All American.
Tony, I thought I did too. Oh, I'm not going to say it out loud here. I'll put it on the screen.
Uh, 1960. So they're sitting in the car right next to me eating.
No.
Yes, I can guarantee you those things she was talking about were not real. I'm not going to swivel over.
Swing the camera around, BK. Oh. No, boy. In the nome de Padre, the spirit. Oh, I love my own show right now. Oh, that weirdo loves his own show, and that driver he has with him. They're gonna start calling us. Wait, Avellino and Ducks. They're gonna start calling.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, I can't take this. Oh, where's Tony Ducks and the Avellino driving around today? That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, this is a good spot for the camera. I think I found a new spot for it right there. How's that? How's that
That's
look?
good.
And that's like real right up there. So like, oh, this is good. Yeah.
Hello, Lori Love. How are you, Dolly? Thank you for coming in. Tony, thank you. If I didn't say thank you for coming in already.
So this place was opened in 1963.
Wow.
Best burgers in town. When you're looking for the best burgers in town, visit All America Drive-In. We are the proud winners of the 2016 Best Burger Award.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a very, very popular place, like around here. It's very well known. It was a drive-in at one point, I guess, but now there's the only seating is outside here. You just walk right in there, you order, and you walk right out, and then you can sit outside over here.
Right in front. Yep. I want to invent something to where you could walk in there and get me a hamburger and send it to me real fast. But
you know, Thiendu,
how would we do that one?
So I really like my goal in life, general, is to try to start some sort of business of my own that I can do my own and care about myself. Whenever I could maybe someday have enough capital, hopefully do something that you don't need or whatever.
Right.
But
right.
I've always had this idea of somehow figuring out a way to do that. And if I could, like, I know it sounds so much easier said than done,
Right.
but like, if I could figure out a way where I'm sitting here right now and it's like, hey guys, I don't know, for X amount of dollars, I'll bring you a couple of burgers no matter where you are.
Yeah.
You know, if I can figure out a way to make that into a business. I don't know how, when, where, no clue. But if somehow that could somehow turn into a business, I would love to do something like that.
It would be amazing. I'll tell you.
It really would.
I know.
I'm taking up spots here, and these people want to eat. But I'll continue on.
Yeah. No, that would.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Like, if
that would be the best idea ever. I think.
Like, yeah, all right. If you cash at me or super chat me, I don't know, $250, I'll bring you 3 burgers. Obviously, I'm throwing a number out of nowhere. It would have to make sense. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers would have to make sense. Gas and time and whatever. But I've always thought of that. Because I've figured out a way to visually bring New York to the world. But what if we could do that physically too?
Right.
I mean, and again, there's Uber Eats. I guess if you pay enough, you can Uber Eats from anywhere. I don't know how that works. Like,
I know.
Like, can you order Uber Eats, and spend $600 Uber Eats and have them deliver up 2 burgers from this place? You might be able to. I don't know.
Right.
So this might exist already in some form or fashion. I mean, I guess you would have to figure out a way to outfit your vehicle to keep stuff warm or keep stuff cold.
Right. I mean, they have the overnight express already invented. I mean,
it exists. I know. The technology exists. It's But yeah, if I could somehow, like, we were just doing that, and you're like, holy cow, or someone in the chat's like, Skip, I'll pay any amount of money for you to bring me some of those burgers.
Right.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like,
and the sick part about it is people have money to do that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's something. I don't know if it's an idea I could retire on. It might be the stupidest idea people have ever heard in their life. I don't know. It's just an idea that's always been floating in my head.
Right.
All these places, and we talk about Don Pep's. What if I can go to Don Pep's, get a veal parmesan, and bring it up to you, and I can have it up to you, whatever. I have a certain time frame, and I got to try to keep it. That's the whole thing, though. You keep it warm. Is it gonna get cold? But if you figure that part out, and I tell you, I could bring you up some, chicken cacciatore from Parkside Diner. I don't know. Would people be willing for that? I don't know.
Right. No, that might tickle someone else's fancy.
Right. I mean, I think it would work more on like a smaller scale, like not necessarily like, let's just say, for example, my channel becomes monetized. I don't create a business, but as part of my channel, I say, if you're within 4 hours of me for X amount of dollars, I'll bring you whatever food you want. I don't know. Could that something like that work? I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Nowadays, anything could work.
And that's, what, Dandu, you're right about that too. People are making money in the stupidest friggin' ways, and it's just like, I make money in the traditional way. I friggin' make someone else money, and then they give me a paycheck. That's the traditional way. You work in the traditional way. You make someone else money, and they give you a paycheck, right?
Yes.
That's how my father made his money when I was growing up. He worked for someone, and they gave. I like, in today's world, unless you are like a stockbroker, or you're a doctor, or you're a lawyer, or you're a computer engineer, you're never really going to acquire wealth, and you're never really going to be fully invested in what you do unless it's yours. That's how I feel about it. And I would love to have something that's mine, whatever it is.
Right. No, you're right. Absolutely. And it's the way you have to think about it too.
I think about this stuff all the time, Tiendu, and long story short, getting divorced puts a damper on a lot of plans. It puts a damper on a lot of capital you might have been saving up to do things. So that sets you back. So, like, in terms of like action, I've been set back years and years and years, but I constantly think about it. Because I don't want to keep just, and again, I've worked my ass off to the point where, like, I have this type of job right now. Me and Cousin Paulie were talking about it not too long ago. I have a job right now where I have flexibility. I can make my own schedule. I can kind of come and go as I please. My boss isn't breaking my balls all the time. But like, it wasn't easy. They don't just give away jobs like this. This was years and years in the flooring and construction industry, making relationships, this, and that, and then having people trust you to have this type of job. But even so, there's a limit to these things. There's a limit. I make my money. I go to work. I make my money. I pay my bills. I go to work. I make my money. I pay my bills. It's just like a vicious cycle. You work.
Right.
You pay your bill. You work. You pay your bill. At what point do you pull away from that cycle and say, all right, I'm going to take X amount of dollars and go in a completely different direction?
That's what they call the gamble, Skipper. The only way you'll ever find out my grandfather's famous words, the only way you'll ever find out is to just try it. He came up with my grandfather used to say, an idea is the most wasted thing by the wayside. An idea could make $1 billion. An idea could go down. You don't know until you try it.
You're right, Yendu. And, in today's world, like I said, people are making money in so many different, just weird, ridiculous ways. In my personal situation, I wish I had more cash to work with, quite frankly, like real cash to work with, like to really take an idea and run with it. But shit happens, it just happens. Some people inherit $100,000 and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to do X, Y, and Z. And then, they claim like they're self-made. Like, you didn't, you know what I mean? Like, not really.
Right.
Not really. Like, not
it
really.
was an inheritance, self-made.
Something happened down the line, or like, oh, you bought a house. That's great. Oh yeah, well, my parents put the down payment down for me. Oh, that's nice because, when I'm helping my parents out every once in a while. They ask me for help every once in a while. So damn well, my parents ain't coming and put a freaking down payment on a house for me. Like, people don't, you know what I mean? So, but in terms of like a business, and I just think in today's world, the truly happy and quote unquote wealthy people, if you want to call them that, are people that have their own thing going. They work for themselves. Either they built it themselves, or a lot of times it was given to them. A lot of times you get stories like, oh, I did this all on my own. You don't understand. When I was 12 years old, my father was taking me on the job with him at his business and this and that. And he told me one day you're going to take over this business. Oh, you know what I mean? I wish I had that story. That sounds like a great story. I didn't have a dad that was like, oh, come to work with me one day and, one day this is going to be yours. Oh, okay, Dad. Like, that didn't happen.
Right. I know, Skip, but here's hello, Joe Della and Lori Love. I'm going to do a little, my wife she's doing the same thing you're doing. And I'm going to start advertising and showing some of her art on my YouTube. What a great idea you hit on, Lori Love, there.
What's her idea?
Lori Love, when she retires, wants to do art and taco truck and barefoot on the beach. And it's the same thing my wife wants to do. Art, barefoot on the beach. And Skip, she's got 2 rooms in this house loaded with pictures and things she made for, coasters, pictures, artwork. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? I even got her a page hooked up to sell on, but it looks like I'm going to be doing all that for her. And I'm going to start putting some of her artwork up on my YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, just to show everybody.
People love that stuff.
Right. And that's what the girl wants to retire doing too. She's, she's worked her whole life and she just wants to do certain things. But the art is good. She does that. It's such good work.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And another thing, while you're on that subject, keep pumping the grind out, Skip. Save money. Do what you have to do. It hit Dean one day. A couple of years ago, I sat down. I'm like, where am I in life? My retirement, my pension. I had my head down working like a dog, kid, just for this pension. Everything's good. and I was a street guy, so I don't have nothing in my name. I don't want nothing in my name. I don't want none of that. I am good where I'm at, and I could get credit anything I want, and I'm just waiting. Like the idea you had, I'm waiting on something good, something I could really excel at and try it without getting hurt. But my advice, you build up a little bank account, bank stash, keep working. That day will come where you'll sit down and say, you know what, Dean was right, make that move.
No, you know what? You're definitely right about that. And well, and that's what I do. I basically, I won't get into it. I won't get into the child support side of it.
No, I know, brother. I know. I'm talking like I know the guy don't have no problems behind him. I know, but
right.
You can't let that get you down.
No, and that's why that's why I do what I do.
Yup. Don't ever think of wake up. What am I doing? That will just be the most negative thoughts for your day.
It's what the hell is going on here? Sorry, I'm talking.
Go ahead, take your time. Go ahead, take your time.
Okay, let's see.
Here, you take your time. I'll get.
No, I was just grabbing money from the ATM, but these stupid Chase ATMs, they never freaking work the right way. It's so freaking unbelievable.
YouTube don't work the right way. ATMs don't work. These computers are nuts.
Insane, ridiculous. Okay, got that. Yeah, I wanted to go through the drive-thru, but it was. There's a Ben. That's only an E-class though. If you didn't do, I don't want the E-class. I want the S-class.
You want the S, right?
I want the S. The S. Lady staring at me like I'm on the U-log.
You look like you're on the U-log. I heard that.
Rocco's like, look, she's staring at me like I'm the U-log.
Who says that? Who says that?
Vinny Bracco.
No, Brooklyn guy. Okay. Staring at me like I'm the U-log. That's a good one.
He's a funny bastard.
Oh, I gotta use that one for Christmas.
Yeah.
Vinny, that's a good one.
She's staring at me like I'm the friggin' U-log. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, that I could imagine what that pandemic did for business owners.
Oh yeah, that didn't help. That really didn't help.
I mean, it started up new businesses at the same time, but the poor people that just started a business before that and were, thriving to get there.
Mike F. Computers got us right where they want us. That's true.
Let me get that comment up. You're damn right, Mike F. I work construction like an animal, and I work harder when I get home to try to understand this technology. I never thought in a billion years I'd ever explore to do all this. And here's another example, Skip. I only turned on the computer a year ago.
Yeah, that's impressive. I'll tell you that much.
Okay? When a man is determined to do something and get his word out.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. So I grew up with computers. I'm not great with coding and design and all that, but I grew up with computers. So kind of like if you stick a computer in front of me, I'm gonna know what to do with it, so to speak. But in terms of the StreamYard and YouTube in general, I really just taught myself at a necessity when I was helping Joey Bay 8.
Okay.
I mean.
Oh, that's right. Did you start?
Yeah, I basically started that channel for him.
You were over the house helping them. That you're the BK Skip.
I am the BK Skip.
That's
right.
Where your voice was so familiar from Bay 8 and when BK Shalon were doing. Yes.
So I was I was in the background before BK Shalon started with Joey when
Yes.
when he was with Ryan Lucido.
Yes, yes.
So it was me and Ryan Lucido. Lucido was on screen with him, but I was in the background. I was doing all the,
Tech
everything
work.
basically in the background. So I
Right.
just taught myself all that stuff out of necessity, just because, I don't know if you remember, but right at that time, because really it was going to be Tom LaVecchia that was really going to help Joey get his channel off the ground. Because if you remember, they had the Four Horsemen thing going.
Yeah.
I think I told you, I've met Joey, I've met Vinny, I've met Tom LaVecchia, I've met a few other people. I was part of that. I was going to lunch with them, going to dinner. That's why I said, like, I know how the behind the scenes stuff works, although I'm not. The only person that I talk to on this YouTube is Cousin Paulie. Me and him are friends. But besides that, I got no behind the scenes. But, during that time, I was privy to all the behind the scenes stuff. So I just know the treachery and just how it works behind the scenes. There are phone calls, text messages, conference calls, three-way calls, all the friggin' time. All the time.
Why do they allow it? Why do they allow it like that, though?
It becomes...
What is the... Okay, I guess it's a good idea in a way. I don't know.
You know what it is? It's like you're creating a fraternity. You're joining a fraternity. You're getting involved with this fraternity. So you feel like you need to be involved and know what's going on at all times, basically. Whereas from the very beginning, I know Joey has always been someone that has said, don't send me shit. I don't want to see it. So, like, him, as of a week ago, saying that same thing is not surprising to someone like myself. I, myself, have never in my life sent something to Joey saying, hey, they're saying X, Y, and Z about you. If you catch my drift. Certain people have certain personalities. But when you meet the person once or twice, talk to them on the phone once or twice, you kind of got the lay of the land on them. You know the type of person that they are. Like, I know these people. They know me. Like, if you want to say, like, Tom LaVecchia, we broke bread. You know what I mean? But that's how I kind of just taught myself all this shit behind it, because Tom LaVecchia was sick at that time. The Four Horsemen were kind of dissipating. Joey was getting very popular. He needed to get his channel off the ground. He needed to get it started. Tom LaVecchia was sick. He had, like, you know what? So, but Joey really wanted to get going. So I'm like, let me sit one night. I'll just play around with it. And literally, that's what I did. I sat home one night in my place until about 4:30 in the morning, all night, just like playing around with StreamYard. I went live, like, private, like with no one could see it. I messed around with it. I just did it all like that, just trial and error for a whole full night. And then just kind of rode with that. And then I taught myself anything that I know on here. Basically, I just taught myself, like that intro video that Cousin Paulie and everyone hates. That was one of the first things I did, just trying it out. Like, let me just see if I can just put together. I saw Action Kid had a countdown opening video. I'm like, let me see if I could put together some videos, edit it together, put a clock on it, and that'll be my intro. And then I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll tweak it and fix it and change it and whatever. But I just never have. That was just the original one I made, so I just roll with it. So I would say to you and to anyone else, but it's like you said, you turned on a computer and you learned it. It's very self-explanatory, this stuff these days. They kind of lay it right out for you, and it is what it is. But I had, going back to them having no desire to speak. I mean, you know how many times Vinny or Tom or Joey would say, hey, come on the show, talk about sports, this and that.
I remember.
I had no desire to speak. None at all. And I think you can tell I never had a desire to get into beef. Like, I just, obviously, if I wanted to get into beef, I've had plenty of opportunities to get into beef on YouTube anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Joey,
it's easy.
I was Joey's right hand man. You can tell me if I didn't want to be in beef, like I couldn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
look at what happened to Lucido. I mean, what Lucido did was it was stupid. I will never. My channel, me, BK Skip, driving New York with Skip may not be part of this genre, right? But obviously, everyone I know is part of the genre, so I can't act like, oh, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm better than the mob too. I'm better. No, I'm not saying it like that. But my channel has nothing to do with that stuff. It just doesn't. So,
Right.
like I'm not gonna go and lie in the bed of the people that got me to where I am. Are you? Joey is the one that basically was, got me into YouTube, got me the courage to just come on at least at all. Vinny, Tom, whatever.
Right.
I'm not going to go and lie in the bed of their enemies. I might not go on the attack for them. I'm not going to go on the attack for them. And they know they're not going to get that from me. I'm not going to go into these other chat rooms. I'm not going to engage. If you were looking for me to engage for you, you're looking the wrong way. That dog was just chasing after that motorcycle. That was so funny. You're looking in the wrong direction. I'm not going to go and engage on your behalf. It's just not going to happen. Unless I start a new channel, then maybe you can see me, but not with this channel. It's just not going to happen. But at the same time, I'm not going to go stab you in the back. I'm not going to go lie and lay with your enemies while they're trashing you, and I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs like, oh, well, I'm staying out of it. Well, you're not really staying out of it. If you want to stay out of it, you got to stay away from those folks too.
Right. You're right. I mean, I found myself in the same spot you did a little bit, Skip. You know what I mean? I'm in like, I started off with Vito. I started off with Italian American history. I started off with a couple more things. And then all of a sudden I started doing my lives. And guess what? My chat room was filled with the whole genre.
Right. See,
what am I going to do? Ignore the fact that I'm involved with these people?
Similar to me, Thiendu, I can sit here until I'm blue in the face and say, oh, I'm not part of that genre. I'm not part of that genre. I'm not part of that genre.
Right.
But who's my chat room? Who are the people?
Right.
Who are the people that give me the likes? Who are my supporters? So, just like you're saying, Thiendu, just like you're saying. So, and I recognize this, and you don't think I've recognized people at one point, just for an example, Thiendu. I got to go in a couple of minutes, but just for
me too.
One point last week, okay, at the same time in my chat room, I had Carlos, NB, Lefty, and Fin Freak.
Damn.
Okay? Also, if you notice today, then who came into my chat room? Joey Batters. Sorry, Mr. Batters. As me, the tour guide, I got a tour bus going on here. Am I gonna start kicking people off that bus?
No.
I'm gonna tell you guys, listen, we're taking a tour of New York City. If you need to sit in separate corners, and B, you sit up here. Carlos, you sit back there.
Yes.
You sit over there. Lefty, you sit over there. And that's it.
Right.
If you don't like where you're sitting on the bus, you can get off. But I'm not going to kick someone off the bus.
No.
Because my bus is a tour bus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you hit this off today. In my rant earlier, I mentioned the names of everybody that I was telling to go. And you know what, Skip? This is my platform, my highway. I watch everything. I'm not going to go after nobody because that guy's fighting and this guy's fighting this guy. I'm going to watch everything. I'm going to see what takes place. That's how you pick up everything. And you really pick up what's not true and what is true.
You know what, Dean? My suggestion to you as a content creator is exactly that. The opposite of what most people say. Most people are going to say, don't watch that shit. Don't watch that shit. Don't give them a view. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Watch. Right.
In my opinion, especially if we're going to be up here creating content, we need to know what's going on. We
Thank
need
you.
to know what's going on.
Fucking thank you.
If I didn't watch and those 4 people pop into my chat room,
You don't know what's going on.
how do I know? And someone says one thing, how do I know what's going on? I don't know. I knew what was going on as soon as I saw those 4 people in my chat room. I knew
Right.
at the same time. I would see NB comment something, and then I would see Carlos comment something, and then I would see friggin' Mobland. A day after Mobland and Carlos went at it, they were both in my chat room.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I started this, I waited a little bit because when I really wanted to start this was right after I stopped working with. And I seen Carol. She said she remembered me with Joey, and that was, I just couldn't do the night times. You see how my schedule is. I couldn't do that every night and the blah blah blah. So I pulled back. Once he was good to go, he had all his passwords. He had his channel set up. He was good. He was good to go, and I pulled back. But I still always had this idea to do my thing. But I waited a little bit because at that point it was just very, it was beef everywhere, right? So I waited for the beef to settle down a little bit. And once it settled down a little bit, I went live. And like you said, everyone came pouring in. But at that point, all those people I just mentioned were all on the same side.
Right.
And I'm still technically, quote unquote, on the same side, I think, right?
Right.
So, but yet I was fully aware of what was going on because I do watch. I don't comment, but I watch because I need to know what's going on. It's like the news almost to a certain extent. I lean one way politically, but I personally watch the news that's on the other side more than on my side. Why? Because I want to know what the hell they're telling their people.
You know
I know
what?
how I feel about it. I know my principles.
Did you hear what I said earlier?
No.
The content, you might not because you were doing your thing before you came out. The one thing I despise, the content creators, I don't know what's going on. No, I didn't see that. No, I don't know what's going on. No.
That's your problem, then.
That fucking annoys the fuck out of me, BK, with these people and these guys.
Me too.
You know what's going on. Say something. See something, say something.
Me too.
I can't do anything less.
I'm not going to tell you. I don't know why I didn't. It might happen. Like, don't get me wrong. Shit happens so fast. Like, yeah, you might catch something small. But, like, you're right. You just can't tell me that you don't have any clue what's going on like that. Then that's your bad then. Really,
right. You know what? Get the fuck out of Dodge then.
That's really your bad. You should kind of have an idea of what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this story. Last night, I got out. It was what? Vito's all over me, 2:30, 2:45. And I was like a man. I couldn't unwind. So I got something to pick on. Vito's all over me. I came down here and all of a sudden in my feed, FBS was on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what? Just like you said, I want to see what's going down today. I worked out. I want to see what he has to say. Because let me tell you something. He was one of the first guys I came into this agenda with. Okay?
It's a community.
A community. I'm sorry. The community what?
You to that point, shouldn't you know what's going on in your community?
Thank you. If you don't know what's going on in your community, don't do a live either. Because just like you said.
I understand the concept of say a specific person is trashing. Let's just say Joey Bain. He's just getting trashed, relentlessly. He might sit there and say, as my friend, how can you sit there and listen to that man trash me? I can understand that to a certain extent. But I'm also a viewer / content creator, right? So I also have to know the happenings that are in this community.
And if part of the happenings in this community is that an individual is trashing another individual, I should probably know about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
I mean, you got to guard all that. And I remember that. And you know what? And I'm going to say in his defense, a lot of them guys were in the dogfight with him.
Absolutely.
And they didn't say a freaking word.
Absolutely.
I seen a lot of that. If you're in the fight with that man, you better start throwing some shots for him.
And just since he's the example at the moment, just with me personally, he always made it clear to me,
right,
personally, that he didn't want me out there. Put it that way.
Right. And go ahead, finish.
You know, that's, but like, just speaking on him specifically and me specifically,
right,
just so he gets any ideas, he always made it clear to me that he didn't want me, you know, in the front lines for him, basically. He didn't want that. So, but, yes, if you're coming on every night, hey, drop the link, and then you're going and you're just a viewer that's, or you're right, Yendu. I don't even know how to put it into words. I think you put it into words the best way. If you're going into the trenches with him, then you're expected to be in the trenches. Like, that's it, basically. But if you're not, then that's just not your role. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, and even us content creators, okay. I support 4 or 5 guys. And do I go in for them guys? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I go in, say what I want to say, and I'll duck out. But another thing, Dean Duane in a lot of chat rooms where my people are getting bashed or my friends are getting bashed. I'm not even in them chat rooms. I will only come to their defense if it's in one of our chat rooms. Okay?
Right.
And another thing, BK, this guy calling another guy a rat and this guy calling another. Who gives what makes these people an authority to call somebody a rat or a this or a that?
You're not going to hear it out of my mouth.
Okay, I'm just talking out loud. Then I'm venting to you. What makes these bastards think they're authorities on calling somebody a rat or saying this guy was saying something or this guy? You know what? To me, that's only a troublemaker looking to start trouble.
Yes.
I mean, you got to consider the sources here too, BK. You got to consider the sources. We're on the internet. We're doing all that. You got to be just a little bit bigger of a man than most of them on here.
You're right.
It's the only way I could put it.
And
because nobody's going to tell me what to do or what to say. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. But yet the internet's a weird place where, like, for example, let's just say I had the personality where I wanted to start some shit. Let's just say generally.
Right.
If I go, let's just say I went and I turncoated, right? And I went and I went right over and I went right into FBS's chat and I'm in there, whatever, okay?
Right.
Do you think I really want to think about it in the back of my mind? You see all this stuff that goes on here, right? With the pulling up, the whole 9 yards. You realize all those people I just mentioned, they all know where I live. They know exactly where I live. They know my cell phone. They know my real names. They know almost everything you need to know. Joey, Vinny, JSB, Shinebox, Cousin Paulie, Christopher Tora, a whole bunch of people. They know exactly where I live, my name, my last name, everything there is about me. On top of that, I'm driving around here telling you exactly where I am live. So why would I get into something where I got to now worry about, I say the wrong thing, I'm going to have someone showing up in my house or someone showing up on the corner next to me. I do not have anonymity. I don't. I could be doxxed in a second. I showed my face. I'll show my face. And I plan on being an open kind of book with who I am and whatever like that, because I'm not planning on someone having a problem with me that they're going to want to come to my house to see me about it. I just don't plan on that happening.
Right. You know what, BK? It's my biggest problem. Dindu has no fear. I doxed myself the first day. I could give two flying bananas, dude. I mean, is it a bad trait? Is it this? No. You know why? I'm comfortable with my well-being, who I am as a man, and what I'm set out to be. I know my receipts, paper is gold. I came on here to do my thing with my dog, make friends, have fun, and entertain people. You know, I say to myself sometimes, my father, I'm acting a fool only because my father ain't here. I'll tell you sometimes. You know, he probably punched me. He probably love all this stuff, but you know, and being that comfortable and everything, it's just when I see what's going on, it's like, oh my God. You know, I said before, 90% of these people, they don't even want to show their face or let their name or nothing. They're like this. They're no, they're juictas, they don't want it. They would never want to be doxxed,
Right. Which me, it's like, I think as you could tell, like I want to show my face. I want to dox myself. I this like seeing this just ridiculousness of like pull-ups and all that shit. And it's like, well, I don't want any problems either. And I'm trying to keep it so that I'm not causing any problems. I don't want any problems. So I think as this goes along, I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you my address, obviously.
No, right.
But like, you know what I'm saying at the end, dude? Like, I'm not like you're saying. I think I'm not hiding. Like, I have nothing to hide.
No.
It seems like people just want to cause an issue, and if you get into the middle of that, then you got to worry about like what's going to be done to your job. Like, I think it wouldn't take a brain scientist to figure out where I work. If you've listened to every single thing I've said, I've basically almost given that up. If you really want to know where I work for some reason, like, I'll tell you. But like, what are you going to do? You're going to call there and be like, he's live streaming? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want any of that shit. I don't want unnecessary problems. It's not like I'm coming in here saying, all right, I'm coming in here and I'm going to start beefing. If you come into this saying, I'm going to talk shit about him, and I'm going to air my grievances, then you need to expect response.
Yes.
I'm not coming into it like this. So I'm kind of in that in between where it's like, well, maybe, you know what? To be honest with you, Tiendo, I don't know how much of the other side knows about me or you, or that we even go live. I don't even know.
They don't know about us.
I'm still wondering, like, when that day comes, what's that going to be like? Like, what is that going to fucking be like? Like, and I just don't. I am not afraid of problems. I just don't want them. I have no desire for them. What am I going to do with them?
I don't. You know what, BK? All men are different. You know, it's like the no fear thing with Dingo. I mean, okay, you call my work. Guess who's picking up the phone?
Yeah.
Me, my brother, and my two cousins. If you do this, if you I'll tell you what, come to Buffalo. You won't even get into the inner circle here. You could ask my name right at the fucking gate of Buffalo. They won't even let you in. You better be careful. That's how confident Dingo is, BK.
Yeah. I feel some of the same way too, where it's like, yeah, God, like I kind of want you to find out who I am. You know what I mean?
And I tell you what, when you pull up, I hope you have 5 or 6 of you with each other, because you're going to need more than that. You're going to need your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Let me tell you something.
And I don't even fear that. Do you? God forbid, in nome de paz, if I ever got out of my car and seen 2 or 3 faces. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. It wouldn't be a, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Okay. I'm going to eat him up alive. Get the fork and knife out. Okay. You know what?
All I'll say on that, I live in Howard Beach.
I know, BK. Oh, I get, you know what?
That's all I'm going to say. No, I'm just, in all seriousness, no, like, how do I want to say this?
Here, they talk about there's no real men on YouTube. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, there is. You just can't find them.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
You
because
can't find them.
A man doesn't do either. A real man does not dry snitch.
Thank you.
Is a big thing around here. And that's a dry snitch is a kind of a way where you can kind of give some info, but you're snitching at the same time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's so much shit that I could say at this very moment. Just even about the topic we were just talking about my block, about the people on my block, the people that live directly across the street from me, that when I walk out my door or I look out my front window, they are there at all times.
Wow.
But what am I going to say? I'm not going to say anything about them. They're my neighbors, right?
Right.
But I could sit here and try to snitch the hell out of them if I really wanted to.
Right. Well, you know what, too? A content creator, Skipper, about a year ago, maybe over a year, and we all know who he is. I'm not going to say his name. He said something that stuck, and I live on till this day. This content creator looked dead in the screen. He goes, I want you people to understand something. The way, the life, and the way of the life, the everything is dead, people. It's dead. And I agreed 1,000% with the guy. Good one. And then he came back with this. But be careful. The people ain't. That was like hitting me with a fucking don't swear, with a hammer like this. I'm like, that guy just said topped off the whole number one thing on YouTube and this internet. But perfectly right.
Dude.
So, I mean, it's like, he's right, because man is evil in this earth, in this world, people. That's why we have a war. That's why we have, man is behind it.
It's true.
There'll be no peace until there is no more man.
You know what the other thing is too, in the end, like you said, all the people aren't dead, and also not everyone got a life sentence.
Thank you. And here's another one, Skipper. Keep this one in your back pocket. My father taught me this. You hear all these guys that did time in jail. Yeah, you can't trust anybody that ain't been in jail. They're not real street guys. No, we're not dumb street guys.
That's right.
Just because we didn't get caught, we watched the other idiots get caught. How's that one, Skipper, today for all those people and anybody watch? Take that into consideration.
What's up?
Maybe you were more intelligent than the other guy. That's all I have to say on that note, Skipper.
Same here. Because like I said, it's so easy to talk and dry snitch and this and that and what.
I'm this, I'm that, I'm
that's
tough.
All I say is that, same like you said with my block, you're not going to get very far. You're just not gonna. But again, I have zero plans, zero, on bringing that to anyone. So if they're bringing it to me, I don't know why they're bringing it to me. So.
Hang on a second. Let me see what this. There was something. There's good conversation. Did Teresa get doxxed? Did our Teresa Murphy get doxxed or something?
Did she really?
I'm trying to. I'm so far behind in my chat right now. I'm on a roll.
Hey, her name is Teresa Murphy. She's got a son Ryan. Her son Ryan is a pitcher.
How do you dox Teresa? I mean,
right? Look at this guy. Is this guy gonna get? Come on, get closer, buddy. Get
oh, don't start with this. Look at this jerk. I'm backing up now. You know what?
Idiot, man. What a retard. I better have room behind me. Fucking retard.
Nunzio, what's going down, Nunzio? Oh, they called her the C word.
Think this guy needs a haircut? Wait until you see when he gets out of the car. Like, why do you need to get, like, when you're backing up to park with someone, why do you need to get, this guy is literally, like, I mean, I should get out and look, like fucking.
Don't get out.
No, I mean, I got to get out anyway. No.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything. But, like, there's just no need. There's just no need.
I know. Skip up, please, these people.
I know. Crazy. No, I'm a calm person. I'm not a tough guy. I only joke when I say these things. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone to think I'm like a wannabe tough guy. The road rage, that just happens when it happens. That just
No,
happens.
I know. I'll give them their tough guy. They're all so worried about.
After I sit here and just tell you for a half hour I don't want any beef, I'm like, oh yeah.
You don't want to do nothing. I know. I'll do all the fighting for you, BK.
No, I mean I just certain.
Real fast, who called Teresa the C? I hate that word. You know, to all my women, Teresa's one of my angels. Now I'm going to get on a roll again. We're already 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, my God.
Look at this.
Who called Teresa C-word? One of my angels. I'll tell you right now, you really want me to get to 10,000 subscribers overnight? You know what?
Why is this guy, like, hanging out with me over here?
This guy, turn the TV around. Put my face on the screen so he could see me. This guy, full screen.
I thought you wanted to see me again.
No, I do. Are you kidding me? I don't want to. I don't want to keep nagging you. Oh,
I don't know how to do it. Oh, wait, hold on.
If I keep nagging you, and you might not come on no more or something.
I'll say what's
Where are you? There he is. Did you get a haircut?
No.
Okay. I love that hair. Look at that hair.
Yeah,
I want that hair for one.
They used to be hair over here, though. See? That's
yeah, well.
Look at this asshole. I know who this asshole is. Look at this.
Look at my hair.
Why are you parking so fucking close to me for, bro?
Oh, boy.
No.
You know what? You fucking get me nuts. Vito, get down here. You got to bite somebody.
All right, bro.
Here comes Vito. Vito's coming.
Oh, Vito. I was gonna switch the camera around, but then what's funny is I actually know that guy. That's so funny. That's why he did that.
You know the guy.
That's
why we're calling him all kinds of names on YouTube.
Oh my God.
I hope he watches this stream. Hey, BK, who that asshole that is? Oh.
They won't walk through the sprinklers. Oh my God. He's with his girlfriend. Unbelievable. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at this. Lori Love, Tony the Night Owl.
You're getting hit big time here.
Maron, look at this.
I'm going to start charging everybody to see BK's face from now on in. Oh.
That's so funny. I can't. That's funny. Thank God
Don't laugh. You got the Hollywood look. My wife used to tell me when I was younger, you're model material.
Oh. What happened?
And as a street guy, I'm like, don't call me, don't call me this kind of person. I'm not a model guy.
Well, so a couple of my buddies, when they heard the name Skip, they were like, but you're really in the whole metropolitan area. You're not really just BK, right? So I'm like, yeah. So they're like, oh, we got a good name for you. And they started calling me this, like, every time they saw me, Metro Skip. I'm like, do you want the trolls to come, like, Metro Skip? Every time, Metro Skip, Metro. What's wrong with you people?
Metro you want the trolls? That's all you would have needed.
Right? Like, Metro Skip. Oh, yeah, Metro.
No, you know what? I have a friend we call Metro, and he loves it. He loves it. He goes, I don't care what she's calling me. If I'm Metro, I'm Metro. I'm like,
Look at
wow.
Joe Delamora. Thank you, Joe Delamora. What up? You guys are making me feel great. Oh, I gotta watch my door. Holy crap. You guys are making me feel great. Thank you.
There you go. Come to Team Does It. Feel like $1 million. Come on.
Tony the Night Owl.
Oh,
Does Tony the Night Owl know how tall I am?
I don't know. Listen.
Or she
I'm
talking
not
about
tall.
you?
I'm not tall.
How tall are you at the end?
I'm 5'10",
Oh, I thought you would. Okay.
5'11".
Short, but I thought you would taller, but that's not short.
No, it's not short either. Right.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
1.5.
Danny Stories made a construction video.
Mhm.
So he was just explaining a story about me. I have it in my community. He goes, and Dindu's in his 40s, and he's, this and that. He made me feel like $1 million. I'm 57 years old. I'm in my 40s. I want to kiss him all over the place, okay?
You look good for your age, that's for sure. And plus, just doing that job, like no one, like just continuing to do that job at that age. I wouldn't think you were that old.
Thank you. You guys are going to make me blush. Stop.
Yeah,
I thank you. I never, you know what? These are things
A
Dean
laborer?
don't think about.
yeah, no. As a laborer, that's crazy.
Thank you. I mean,
And thank you to that, man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
I had a great time today with you. Are you kidding me? Another great day.
I'm gonna flip this around so I can say goodbye.
Go ahead.
But I'll flip it around.
Oh, this is some great stuff. I'll tell you.
All righty. See, now that's the better view. Isn't that the better view?
That's the better view. No.
That's the better view. Right? That's what
I
really...
only like that view when you're doing your work driving. But I'd rather talk to you face to face.
No, and that's also another reason why I didn't want to like be completely faceless. Like I want you to know who you're talking to. I always remember like when you listen to sports radio, I always use that example, like WFAN or even political talk radio, like a guy like I don't know, Rush Limbaugh or something like that, whatever. Even though you didn't see them, it still helps to kind of have a visual of what they look like. Even if you do something like where you have your thumbnail like picture, at least you're talking to, you know kind of what you're talking to. But I always wanted people, in a sense, to know who they were speaking to.
Right. Face to face. I was a face to face guy all my whole life.
Exactly. Me too. I feel the best and most comfortable when I can kind of, face to face and look you in the face and feel you that way.
Yep. No, you're right, bub. You're right. All right. Well, go ahead. I got to get going myself here.
Yep. Same here.
We have the big Buffalo Bills game tonight, so I want to get ready for that.
I'll probably be watching it, so I'll root for the Bills for you. How about that? I know we're in the same state, but
Listen, and I'll root for New York for you, like I always do.
All right, yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, Edwin, how are you, sir? You're coming in late. Where were you?
There he is.
Edwin Jimenez, you are the man. I love having you in my chat, I'll tell you. All right, Skipper.
All right, Yendu and chat, everyone in there, Joe Delamora and Lori Love and Carol Mahal and all you guys, Tony the Night Owl, everyone in there. I'll see everyone soon. Yendu, thank you, buddy. Always a pleasure, man.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. I had a great time again.
See you.
All right, Skipper. Another great show. That's all I could say after I get off there with him. I am cramping right up. Everybody enjoy, I hope. That's what happens when I don't get enough sleep and I work too hard. I start ranting and raving. If I upset anybody today, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Like I said, I just can't ignore the pink elephant anymore flying around me. I got to call it the way I see it. That's how I am outside this door and off YouTube. And that's the way I'm going to be on YouTube and on the computer. So, well, I'm going to go get something to pick on because we're going to a little party for the game for a little while. And that's that. And I go Bills. Mom, I love you. Sicilian Zip, too. everybody. Let me go real. Tony, Tony, did you like our geese video today? Did you check that one out I made? I was so tired I made a cracked out video. I had to use that word. I made a nutty video about all of us today. Check it out. Tony, Joe Della, my love, Carol. Mike F., thank you again, my man. Edwin, Lori Love, I'll say it again if I didn't. I am so far down the chat here. You know what? And all my other great people that came in here, my family, love you with all my heart. Dindu and Vito signing off. Love yous all. Have a great night. I'll see you in a couple days. Thank you.